and welcome back to another edition of Cult Movie Club, and this is a collects episode, and it's the Blu-ray pickups that I've had for the last 2 months. There's been a lot of sale activity in the last 2 months. We've had the summer one-on-one sale, which I got some stuff out of, which was about a month ago now. And then we had the 88 films 2 for 15, which I think is still going at the moment. And I got 2 lots out of that as well. I also had a landmark birthday, which I was dreading a little bit, but I did get some awesome stuff as part of that as well. And I picked up a couple of bits along the way. So I'll do what I normally do, and we'll just go through these and I'll talk about them a little bit. I'll start with the 88 films stuff first. And the first one we've got is Heroes Shed No Tears, which is a John Woo film that I have not seen. This was like, I think this was 1984, or was made in 1984, but didn't actually get released until he made A Better Tomorrow, which made him popular, so then they decided to release it. I think it was about 1986. There's a couple, there's tales about this film. Apparently there's like there is with Hard Target, there's a work print for this that is longer and has different scenes and makes it a bit more of a John Woo film, shall we say. This kind of got edited for international audiences, got trimmed down a little bit. So I'm looking forward to seeing this. I've not seen it. Apparently it's a really good transfer, and it's slipcase is really nice. So yeah, I had to go on that. And sticking with that kind of thing, I've got The Master as well, which is a Jet Li film I've not seen. Or at least I don't think I have. Yeah, I might bang it on and it might come back to me. But looking at it, I've not seen it. This is a nice artwork as well on the slipcase, and you also get some bits and bats in here, which is really cool. It's like the Van Damme releases, you get the art cards, and you get a poster of the main artwork all in there, and this is part of the 2 for 15. So if they've still got this, and that offer is still on when you've watched this video, probably get hold of this, because I think the reason these are so cheap is because they're going out of print, so they need to get rid of them. So yeah, I'm looking forward to checking that out. It's had mixed reviews, but we'll see. Let's have a look. This is something that I have watched recently. Very notorious. It's Street Trash. I've been after checking this out for a while, and I watched it last night, and it is pretty disgusting. It's also very entertaining, as these films normally are. Yeah, well worth checking out if you're into that sort of thing. And the last one I got out of that sale, I had not seen it. I'd not seen any of these. And I knew about Street Trash and the others. I didn't know anything about this really, apart from it's just trauma. So that straight away I knew what kind of film I was getting. The artwork and the title of this film is what sold it to me. I kept looking at something, and then I just kept going back to this. So I just added it, and it's Surf Nazis Must Die, which is not really as crazy as the title or the cover suggests, unfortunately, but it's still quite entertaining. I did enjoy it. If you're into trauma, you will like it, although it's probably not as extreme as some of the other stuff, but it is still worth a watch. Great soundtrack as well. Really good synth 80s soundtrack, like quality. Really good. I might try and have a look for this actually, because the soundtrack is really good. And the cinematography for the kind of film it is, with the surfing scenes and everything, is much better than it had any right to be. So yeah, pretty good. Right, so moving on to the 101 stuff now. This is stuff that I probably got a while back. We'll probably talk about 4 or 5 weeks ago. So this is a film I've been wanting to watch for forever, really. It's Jeff Goldblum, Michelle Pfeiffer, and it's directed by John Landis, and it's Into the Night, which also has loads of other people in it. It's got Dan Aykroyd in it, in a cameo. Most notably, it's got David Bowie in a cameo, who is amazing in this film. He's only in it for 5 minutes, but it's a really good cameo. And I really loved this film. It's got a proper, real 80s vibe. And it was made in the 80s, so it should. But it is like, if you want a time capsule of that, if you want to see something that is definitively 80s, look at this, because this is a great film. I really enjoyed it. You don't get you get a poster. It comes in this nice red box. You get a poster, but it's got nothing in the way of special features. It just comes on and says play, and you play it, and that's it. So, a bit disappointing, but there we go. Next, we've got Black Christmas, which I have not seen, which I am saving myself for. Obviously, we've got October coming up. I'm making this video in September. October, I'm going to be doing some Halloween stuff next month, so I'm saving it for that. I've heard it's a really good slasher, one of the first, so yeah, I had to check it out. There's also a poster in this and reversible artwork, which is the original artwork, and these were both £6 with free postage, so it was definitely worth getting. Next is Ironheart, which is Bolo Young, which is a film I've not seen before. And yeah, it's not that great. It's really shoddily made. The continuity in this film is horrendous, and the acting is not great, and even the fighting is not that interesting. But it's got some sort of charm, and you know, it was an hour and a half, and I wasn't really bored. A lot of the time, I was finding it humorous of how bad this film was, really, more than in the plot and stuff like that. When reading a bit of trivia about it, it turns out that they lost half the film due to a fire at studio. So how they managed to piece this together from half a film, I do not know. And it kind of explains the massive plot holes and continuity errors during the film. So fair enough that, you know, at least they got a film out of it. Bolo Young, although advertised as the main star, is hardly in it. So yeah, as a caution. So these are 101 titles, but I didn't get these out of sale. This is stuff that I got around the same time, very cheap. So next is because I'm getting quite a lot of these cult movie collections now. I'm just trying to get ones that I've not got. With this being Rutger, I picked this up. I saw this for about £2.50 on eBay and thought, yeah, why not? I had seen it before, and yeah, it's basically Die Hard in a swimming pool. As crazy as that sounds, that's what it is. Rutger is quite good in it, although he doesn't appear until the second half of the film, pretty much. It's an Albert Pyun film, so straight away you should know what kind of territory you're getting into here, and it's not high-end Albert Pyun. It's not like Cyborg Nemesis levels of entertainment. It's let's just knock this out cheaply entertainment. Yeah, it's all right, not bad. Again, in the cult movie collection, 3 Amigos that I picked up from CEX, I think, really cheaply. Steve Martin, Chevy Chase, and Martin Short. It's a great cast. It's a funny film. Again, this is directed by John Landis, which I didn't know until recently. Yeah, it's good comedy. It's good 80s comedy. And the last one, which I got as a gift recently, is something out of the Black Label range that I've been wanting for a while. I missed out on the limited edition, unfortunately, and it goes for huge money now if you can even find it. So I'm quite happy just to have a standard release, because even that is not sometimes easy to get. And it is Existence, David Cronenberg. It was the first one. The second one out of the Black Label range. And I've not seen this for a while, and I'm happy to get it. Even though it's not in the limited thing, I'm just happy to have it finally. That's part of my David Cronenberg collection. Next was also part of these birthday presents that I received off awesome people. Thank you very much. And it was a film that I'd had on my wish list for a while because I've not seen it, and it was a film called Extra, and I did watch it recently, and it is nuts, but it's good kind of nuts. 80s, British 80s horror film. Kind of getting into these really low budget British 80s horror films. I think it's about a year ago now, I watched Dream Demon, which I had seen before, but they've just got this strange kind of vibe that I kind of like, and this is in that sort of thing. It's a second sight release, and it's got some really good special features in it. Interviews with the cast and the director. The director is a bit bemused about how popular this film is, really. It is an interesting film, and there is a couple of scenes, one that if you know a little bit about this film, then you know of, that is a bit grim. I can imagine if you watch this quite young, it'd probably scarred you for life. Yeah, no, I enjoyed it. I watched the original version. There is a director's version on here, but apparently it just messes with the colour. So I thought I'd just watch it how it was originally meant to be. But yeah, no, enjoyed that immensely. Next again is Troll. The Complete Collection, which is again something I had in my wish list for a while. I've not seen Troll. I've not seen Troll 2, but I'd seen most of Troll 2 on YouTube, like most people have. And I just wanted it for Troll 2, really, which I watched recently, and it did not disappoint. It was really bad, but it was really funny, and I really enjoyed it. I'm going to be watching Troll pretty soon. There's a feature-length documentary on here, all about the making of Troll. Well, not the making of Troll 2, but kind of the legacy and the cast getting back together and all this business. There's also a feature-length documentary about the making of the first film as well. So that's a great release by Eureka. It has reversible artwork, which I don't think you can see it there. It's an old release, this, so it's nothing new, but I'm quite happy to have it. Next, what I picked up very recently from CEX that I'd seen quite cheap is Stigmata, which is a film I've not seen for about 20 years, and I did enjoy it when I first watched it, so I'm looking forward to going back to it and seeing if it holds up. Hopefully it does. Doing some special features on it as well. So yeah, that's that. Another thing that I picked up from CEX, which I thought was a bit too cheap, and then it's a steelbook, and they don't put the steelbooks on the shelf because I'm guessing a lot of people rob them. So I had this box that told me what it was, and I thought it's a bit cheap that. I'll go look at the quality. So I asked, and it turned out it was sealed, so I instantly bought it. And it's King of Comedy, which is some sort of Zavvi exclusive, I think, in a steelbook. I've not even opened it yet. I'm quite happy to have this. I didn't have this film in any. I've seen the film, really enjoyed it. The film Joker is very influenced by this film. Yeah, I'm looking forward to rewatching this, and for the price that I got this steelbook, it was a bargain, so I'm happy to have that. That was great. This was bought at the same time. This was, I think, only about £6, and for what it is, it's good value. It's not really boutique or anything like that. It's basically a Tom Cruise 5-film collection that's only just come out this year that Paramount's released. And on here you get Top Gun, which is a classic film that I've looked at in the premium collection before, but always picked something else. So, you know, it's in here now. I've got it now. War of the Worlds is what I bought this for, because I've not seen that for a bit. And I want to see if it holds up and what it looks like on Blu-ray, because I had it on DVD years ago. But in here we also get Mission Impossible, which is a bit baffling. I don't know why they put Mission Impossible in here, because, you know, a lot of people have got that. They've got the box set. I've got the box set, so now I've got 2 copies of the first Mission Impossible. But I shouldn't complain because this was really cheap. So even so, for the films I'm getting, again we've got Days of Thunder in here, which I've actually not seen, and Jack Reacher, which is the most recent one. So yeah, for the price that I got that for, I only really got it for 2 films, but you know, I will watch Days of Thunder and Jack Reacher again probably. So that was a bargain. And going into some other bits and bats now. So we've got Inner Space, which I got as part of a deal. I think it was buy 3 get 1 free. I'd not seen this film for years. I used to love this when I was a kid. I was hoping for a premium collection release from HMV, but I can't see one on the horizon, although one will probably come now I've got this. But this will do. Looking forward to watching this with the kids, because I think they might like it. So the main ones I got that deal for were a film that I've been after for a while, a film that I've not seen, that I've been wanting to see now for a year and a half, whatever it is. It's The Lighthouse, with Robert Pattinson and Willem Dafoe, and directed by Robert Eggers, who did The Witch. Yeah, this has been on my watch list for ages, and I've deleted my wish list now because I've got pretty much everything that I had out of it. I've pretty much got it recently. This was one that had probably been in there a while, that it just sat there. So I will be watching this soon. I want to dedicate a full night to it where I can really concentrate on it and really dig into it and stuff like that. So yeah, that's The Lighthouse. Another one is a film that I learnt a lot about recently. I basically watched a documentary on Sky Arts about Roy Scheider, and this popped up, and they were talking about this film, and I'd not really heard of it before. I'd seen it, but I'd not really looked at it, and I've not actually watched the film. and then they were going into it and it looked really good. And it's William Friedkin as well. So I got it as part of this deal. This isn't really a boutique release, it's an E1 release, but it does come with, this is the reversible art, this is the original art, it basically came looking like that. That's what the release looks like if you're looking for it. But the reversible artwork I think is much cooler. Yeah, it's got a 74-minute interview with William Friedkin and Nicholas Winding Refn. I don't know how to say his name. That's probably wrong, but he's another one of my favourite directors as well. So I'm looking forward to watching that. This is one that I got for £1 off a market over in Wales recently. I got a few other titles as well, but this one was, I thought that it's definitely worth it just for the first one, and it's the Butterfly Effect Trilogy. Now, I've not seen 2 and 3. I don't know whether I will. I might just do them all over a few nights and see what happens, but I bought this mainly for the first one. I remember liking the first one when it came out, and for £1 for 3 films on Blu-ray, you can't really grumble at that. 2 more now. I've got this. This is something that I'd been after for a while. But it's again one of them that always just slips by the way. And I got this bought for me as a gift. It's the Dirty Harry collection on Blu-ray. Clint Eastwood. I was for a while after the full Clint Eastwood collection, but it's just too expensive. So, and I'm not a fan of all his films, it's got to be said. And you know, I probably like about half of them that are in that set. So there's half there that I would never watch. These are all great. They're all really good films. The first one being by far the best, but the sequels are really good as well. I really enjoyed rewatching all these recently. So yeah, Dirty Harry, and the last one I have not seen yet. It is something that popped up recently, and I just had to have it, and I think it is a very limited run. So it's a David Bowie film that's been buried for a long time. Probably for a good reason, because it's probably not very good, but we'll see. And it's been given this whole media book treatment by Fabulous, which is a label from Universal, I think. It's Just a Gigolo, or Gigolo, and if you open this up, it's a proper media book. It also comes with the soundtrack, so there's a really big book here. And you get the soundtrack as well. Yeah, a really, really nice presentation. Really nice. It didn't say it was limited by numbers, but I'm not sure it's on Amazon now. It was about, I think it was about £18, something like that. Last time I looked, it shot up to like 25 quid. So it's probably getting there to being out of print. I can see a standard release of this being on the horizon probably. If it's still on there, probably go and get it, because it's not going to be on there for long if you're a fan of David Bowie. I'm looking forward to watching this, but my expectations I'm going to keep quite low, because you know it has been buried for a while and it's been dug up, and I don't know whether anyone wanted it dug up or not, but there it is. I'm looking forward to it anyway. So yeah, that's everything that I've got over the last, I'd probably say since August-ish up to now. There has been a few other bits, but that's the main stuff. I've got a lot to probably get through there still, and I've still got some stuff from before that to get through, so still a lot of watching to do, but there we go. Film fan, what do we say? If you've not got a lot of stuff on your watch list, then thanks for watching. I'm looking forward to mainly October is going to be horror stuff. I've got a lot of stuff that I've not watched because I've been saving it for next month. So I'm going to try and do a horror movie a day. So that's like 31 films. I'm also going to be looking at maybe doing a proper top horror movies, whether it be 31 on the best or something like that. I've already kind of got a list for that going. So maybe look at doing that in that month as well. Keep tabs on what I'm watching and stuff like that, and if you're into films, join the Cult Movie Club Facebook. We post stuff on there about movies that we've just seen and stuff like that, and other bits and bats if you're into this kind of stuff. If you like this video, please subscribe to the channel or give it a like. Have you got any of these? Did you get into the 88 films to 15 HMV sale? If you did, what did you get? You know, the ones I haven't seen here, have you seen them? Are they any good? Have you seen Just a Gigolo? Should I even bother watching it? Should I just put it on show? What? I don't know. Let me know, and thanks again for watching.